even after spring, our evaluation, talking to Ebo after the spring, was the guys that are coming in and the other guys that he was going to have to compete for one of those jobs. So, you know, first I'd like to say about Ebo, I wished him the best of luck, and his mom, I know she's told about him not being a Clemson Tiger, because she definitely was all in, but I got to wish him the best of luck. But I just look at it this way: if you're not a starter, if you never started, then you're a backup. So all of them are kind of in the same category, and they're going to have to fight for those jobs. And I let them know coming out of spring, nothing is solidified. You're going to have to work.
What Coach Swinney mentioned during the spring that Shaq does some different things that Vic didn't do. What are some of the things that you see the difference between Shaq and Vic?
Well, Vic is a 245-pound speed guy. Shaq's a 270-pound guy that has speed. But Shaq is probably a little bit more sturdy against the run, just because of his physical size. Vic was just an elite pass rusher. Both of them play with great motors. Both of them understand the game pretty easy. He's going to be anxious to see what he turns into. But I think Shaq is he's a true defensive end, where Vic is that hybrid. I think that's the difference.
How many of the freshmen would you think might get a chance to play this year?
Well, if it's up to me, well, I'm going to try to play them early as possible, with two juniors sitting there. And then every senior year, I don't believe in coaching freshmen 2 years in a row. So if they do well enough this fall that they can play, I'll petition for that. But if Coach Swinney's going to make that final call, I'm going to give them every opportunity, just like we told them in recruiting. I'm going to give them every opportunity to get some playing time. And if they come on to the fact where they're starters, then we'll do that.
How big is it opening up with the two easier games this year, especially because you have such young guys?
Well, I don't know about easy, because the last time I ran against Wofford out there, we fought down to the last 2 minutes of the game. And what they do on offense, and those guys, they were excited about playing us. I just remember that game a few years ago, man, and I don't see easy in it. And then you talk about the App State team that's traditionally good, hard-nosed, tough football players, and I think they got more returning starters than anybody in the country coming back. So I'm not sure about easy.
Easier compared to starting out at Georgia last year. A chance to get a lot of guys some playing time.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that's a situation where we come out there and we're clicking on all cylinders, and we get ahead of them, and we're able to, put guys in the game. But history tells me that one won't be an easy one.
How's the leadership issue been? I mean, it's hard for young guys to kind of grow into that role when there are guys like Vic and Corey ahead there. How have your guys, your older guys now, taken to that leadership task?
I think they've done a really good job. You're talking about Kevin Dodd and Shaq Lawson and Martin Aiken. All of them really much came in the same year.
Yeah.
So those guys have some good mentors in the older guys that they've taken, and I think they know what the expectation is for them. I always talk to those guys. I never want an older guy back just to play football. I want his leadership to be something that's going to stick out more than anything that he does. And through the spring, they were really good. From the summer workouts, they're really good. Kevin Dodd is the name that keeps coming up with the young guys. They feel like they kind of cling to him, and I think they're both on the same page.